Coming up on City Spotlight, the start of Season 10 continues, and we're back in Arthur for an on-location episode. We'll talk with the mayor of Arthur, Randall, and Christy Miller, Arthur Village Trustee, about Arthur celebrating its Sesquicentennial, and their thoughts on the 50th Cheese Festival. And we'll have the insights of Rod and Christy on what else is happening in the Village of Arthur. We'll end the program with sights and sounds from the 50th Arthur Amish Country Cheese Festival. We're back talking Arthur on this latest on-location episode of City Spotlight. City Spotlight is supported by Consolidated Communications. CCI is honored to salute the cities and their leaders in the area, as well as providing TV, internet, and phone service to local homes and businesses. We live where we work and are proud to support the communities we serve. More information available at consolidated.com. Hello and welcome to another edition of City Spotlight. As you can see, we are on location once again. We continue the start of Season 10, and we're back in a familiar spot, the Village of Arthur, and we're taping here at the Arthur Community Building on September 6th. To help us out here in this latest episode on Arthur, we welcome back two familiar faces. We'll start with the mayor of Arthur, Randall. Rod, great to see you.
Good to see you.
And Christy Miller, village trustee of the Village of Arthur.
Hello.
Good to see Christy again. And Rod, had them on many times here on City Spotlight through 10 seasons, so it's great to be back in the Village of Arthur. And been a busy last couple of weeks for the Village of Arthur. We are taping just a few days after Labor Day weekend. And a lot was going on in the Village of Arthur. Labor Day weekend means the Arthur Cheese Festival, the 50th edition of that. We'll have pictures of that a little bit later in the program and talk about it with Rod and Christy. But I want to start talking with you guys about what happened on Saturday night, September 2nd. I was here all day, and it ended with a beautiful presentation of Arthur's Sesquicentennial. I got that out of my mouth, right? At Penn Station, a beautiful presentation. Many people from the community were there. And let's start with that. Arthur is 150 years old. We'll start with comments from Rod and then Christy.
Yes, it was a wonderful evening. It brought a lot of people together. I think it increased community spirit. There were people afterwards that said, boy, we wish we had been there. So we think that we left a lasting impression to many people that will help keep us a little bit more cohesive as a community.
Very good. Christy, your thoughts on the community celebrating a birthday?
Absolutely. Well, we had a sold out evening and it generated a lot of buzz. And I'll tell you what, we all walked away learning a little bit something and a little bit more community pride.
My wife joined me along the way. Thank you for the invitation. We had a lovely time. I think we were one of the only couple of people there that were not from Arthur, but we enjoyed the program very much. I'm kind of a history nut myself. I learned a lot. I've learned a lot doing this program, taping with you guys, and also Matt Bernius when he was the village president back in the day. A program like that takes quite a bit of planning. Go a little behind the scenes. What does it take? You've been planning this for more than a year?
We've tried. We tried to plan it more than a year ago, and it seemed like it was a little hard to jumpstart the whole process to get people excited and thinking about it. But it came together in the last few days very well. The people who participated in the program did a wonderful job. Christy did all the table decorations. If you saw those, they were fantastic. We just had cooperation really quickly. It wasn't spontaneous, but it almost felt spontaneous. But it really came together well.
As we're talking about the Founders Day dinner, Arthur's Sesquicentennial, you've seen some video that was taped in-house there at Penn Station. We're thankful for that video to be able to share with that. Christy, let's talk a little bit about the program that it was. You had some dignitaries there, some presentations, videos from past celebrations. Tell us a little bit about some of the things that happened there for those that were not there?
Sure. So we had some representatives from our area, and then the governor all had a letter. Chapin Rose actually came and read his and
Right.
presented a certificate. And Matt Bernius, the former village president, read some letters from other dignitaries. And of course, throwback to 50 years ago and some video footage from that. So it was
Right.
nice to see, what we didn't get, some of us didn't get to experience
Correct.
50 years ago.
You also had a gentleman there that was an actor portrayer of one of the, original or one of the first settlers. Why was that an important part to have in this program?
I think that there were still a lot of people who do not know how Arthur began. And some of us, it's a very familiar story, but for a lot of people, it wasn't. And we thought that since it's Founders Day, and it's all occurred exactly 150 years ago, we planned it to be on the exact same date that the platting of the village was turned into Moultrie County Supervisor's Office. We thought we should really concentrate on the very beginning of Arthur and how not only Michael Warren, who we consider the founder,
Right.
A lot of early settlers had the same experience that he did, coming in and buying land and then becoming part of a community, building stores and things like that. So sometimes you got to go back to those roots to really appreciate what's happened here over the 150 years.
It really was the beginning of our story.
Probably the more appropriate than a program like this when you're celebrating your birthday, to maybe go back to the very beginning and remind everyone how you got started. Very good. I enjoyed the trivia quiz. I am not from Arthur. I did get 2 of the questions right on my own by doing programs like this and the Arthur Our Story program. So it was very cool to sit at the table that I was at. Mr. Bowers from the Moultrie County History Center, who I interviewed a few months back on City Spotlight, and I was lucky enough to sit next to Mr. Richard Bradford, the oldest living person from Arthur, and what a unique moment for him to be able to. He's been able to remember a couple of these now.
Oh yes, he's not necessarily the oldest living,
But-
he is the current resident who
Okay.
has lived the longest
Okay.
in Arthur.
It's on the program. I said it wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No problem.
What a lovely gentleman. And he was able to help blow out the candle. That was very very nice. The program ended with the opening of the time capsule, but Rod, just prior to the opening of the time capsule, you had some beautiful words that you used in kind of your closing remarks for folks to remember the past, but also remember who we are. If you could maybe paraphrase or tell our audience at home a little bit about what you said there to end the night, because I think those were very poignant words that I think put a nice bow on the evening.
What I was trying to do is to say that I hope that we left the right type of inheritance for the progeny of Arthur, that we have our faults and we have some of our struggles and we haven't solved all of the problems of humanity, but that I do hope that we still leave them a legacy of human kindness for one another and an appreciation of this community, that when they celebrate their bicentennial, which will be the next time that they open up that time capsule,
Right.
that they still appreciate where they are and what this community has been for then 200 years. So,
I haven't witnessed too many time capsules. Thank you very much, Rod. I haven't witnessed too many time capsules, either materials being put in or opened. But what a fun moment that was. I think there was a lot of anticipation in the room, and there was a lot of material in there, Christy. You were the ones reading where they came from.
There was a lot of surprises in there. We really didn't know what we were going to expect when we opened it. A lot of things were left for the village and the citizens to see, but then a lot of personal envelopes left to family members and descendants. So it was a great night. People that weren't anticipating something received things, and so it was a joy to be able to hand those out and to see what people have gotten in there.
Absolutely. Names being read off, descendants of this person or this organization, and almost every one of them, it seemed like, not all of them, but almost every one of them had someone that could receive the item that was.
Absolutely.
All right. What a tremendous evening. Again, thank you for the invitation. It was already here, so it's like, why not? And my wife and I had a lovely time. So congratulations and happy birthday, Arthur.
yes.
Thank
Very
you.
good. And at the beginning of that day, I was in Arthur for the entire Saturday, all the way down to the Founders Day dinner for the first day of the 50th Cheese Festival. My second time being back to Arthur for that. Look forward to all those lovely activities going on there, one in particular, but another cheese festival, and it was the 50th. So a very celebratory day in Arthur.
Absolutely.
Yes. We also discussed the fact that it was the 90th anniversary of the cheese factory being built just south of Arthur.
Okay.
So in 1933, that was how it started out in the country cheese factory, and then eventually moved to Arthur. So we had a lot of
It was a big weekend.
Big weekend.
All culminated for a beautiful weekend. The gentleman that did the portraying, he tried the cheese and he said it was Gouda. So
Right.
we might have that in the little feature we'll have a little bit later. I almost fell off wherever I was as I was videotaping. Christy, the Cheese Festival, obviously, like all the festivals that Arthur holds annually, brings folks to the community. So another busy, beautiful weekend of foot traffic in the community.
Absolutely. It started off as a beautiful weekend with the pancake and sausage breakfast at the fire department, and then you had people transfer downtown, and our streets were full of vendors, and the foot traffic was amazing for us. So it was a beautiful, beautiful weekend.
Rod, you were there for the ceremonial cutting of the cheese, an appropriate way to start the 3-day festival that is the Arthur Cheese Festival. What are your thoughts on the Cheese Festival hitting 50 years?
Well, it's kind of amazing that the festival has maintained its significance, even though we no longer really have a cheese factory in Arthur.
Correct.
But it still has a draw. We still have fun with it. And the ceremonial cutting of the cheese has had several celebrities over the years do that. So
Very good.
it's a long-standing tradition to have somebody
Absolutely.
there.
And I didn't fall over when I was asked to participate, and I did try the cheese, and it was lovely cheese. The activities that took place on that Saturday, obviously there were activities Saturday, Sunday, Monday. The footage that I have of, obviously, the ceremonial cutting of the cheese. You had the curling competition, the Big Cheesy Parade. I love the title of that. And then the event that I was most looking forward to taping once again was the cheese eating contest, because I got a young man a few years back saying, I'm never going to eat cheese again after he won. I believe the young lady that won, she's a junior military person, said, I'm sick.
Right.
And the gentleman from Tuscola won again. But those events, the draws that you have right there at the main location in Arthur, what a unique, fun atmosphere for folks when they come to Arthur to this cheese festival.
Absolutely. I mean, they get to do fun things. You get to spit cheese, eat cheese, curl cheese, and carve cheese all weekend long.
That's right.
It's truly unique. So a wonderful time in Arthur. Founders Day dinner to celebrate the Sesquicentennial 50th Cheese Festival. We'll have a nice little feature of sights and sounds of that cheese festival following this interview with Rod and Christy. In our last couple minutes, typical city spotlights, I ask you guys what's going on in the community, what things are transpiring in Arthur as you get the next 150 years going.
Well, one thing I might add,
Sure.
we usually, during Cheese Festival, a few churches get together on Sunday morning and have a community worship service. This year, it was held in Penn Station. It was made a much larger deal, and the place was packed. We had a wonderful, wonderful community worship service on Sunday.
That's right, Christy. Yeah, I remember now from the Founders Day dinner, you invited those that could come, and so great to hear that people follow through.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So what's new in the community, public works or economic development wise? A couple of things that you can share with the audience before we wrap up.
We did a lot of important things recently with our water tower reconditioning, and we've been working on some street projects and all kinds of things, but we just keep moving along. We've got a really good capital improvement plan. We're doing some not fun things down at our wastewater treatment plant.
But those are important things.
But they are
Absolutely.
important things. They very much are important things. We're just working on a $1.2 million project down there, and our infrastructure is getting better and better, and we just keep plugging away.
Christy, you've had many hats, many titles. I think every time I've interviewed you since season 1, we're in season 10 now, you've had a different title, but you've seen the community grow and evolve, and you must feel very proud to have been a part of all that's transpired and what's next for the community.
Absolutely. So with our businesses and our economy here, we keep booming, and that's a great thing for us and a great feeling to continue to see improvements being made and businesses coming in. So we've got a few buildings open, but it seems as if once a building gets open, we fill it up again. So that's a huge blessing for us.
Any final comments you guys would like to leave with us on the Village of Arthur and as you guys hit this wonderful milestone and the next 150 years kickoff?
I really appreciate your participation. I mean, spending a whole day with us, that was really, really nice.
I wouldn't miss it. I've been to every one of the festivals. This was my second cheese festival, so I got to kind of start round 2 for all of them now. So
I would say that, we just celebrated 150 years, and as we look forward, we have a lot of things. We have the festivals, the people, the businesses, and something that I know I'm looking forward to is we have a time capsule that we're going to be burying again at the end of this year and filling that, and just showcasing what we have and, stuff for the future. So looking forward to putting stuff in there and letting them see it in 50 years.
absolutely.
Who knows? Maybe I'll be here.
Maybe you'll be here, and who knows what will be opened and addressed to whom, as we certainly enjoyed the other night at the Founders Day dinner. Rod, Randall, and Christy Miller, thank you once again for taking the time to come on City Spotlight. It's been a pleasure to come to Arthur all these years, all these seasons. Now we're in season 10 and probably done 10 episodes on Arthur, so it's a pleasure to come back to the Village of Arthur.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Coming up next here on City Spotlight, we'll have a feature on the Arthur Amish Cheese Festival, the 50th edition, Sights and Sounds. Before we do that, let's take a look at some of the upcoming activities going on in Arthur.
Good morning. This is a very special cheese festival this year. I am Rod Randall, village president of Arthur, and that's my lovely wife over there, First Lady Carol. This is a wow day. For one thing, this is the 50th anniversary of the Cheese Festival. Started in 1973 and it's been going on to this day. It's also an interesting thing that the first cheese factory in our area started 90 years ago by George Marner, and that evolved into our Arthur Cheese Factory here at Arthur. And lastly, this is the 150th anniversary of our community, Arthur and Illinois. So we are celebrating a lot of things today. We are glad you are here. I'm glad that it's not 100 degrees yet. And I have a lot of introductions and a lot of guest cheese cutters today. So, first thing that I want to do is to introduce a blast from the past. The founder of Arthur has come back to say hi. Michael H. Warren, who founded Arthur on September 2nd, this very day in 1873. So, Mr. Warren, are you available?
Thank you. I'm honored to be here. And certainly a lot of progress has been made. I'm very proud to be back here today.
Ready? All right, taste it. Give us your verdict.
Citizens of Arthur, family, friends, citizens of Arthur, I declare this cheddar to be Gouda.
All right, pretty cheesy. Pretty cheesy, all right.
Very careful.
How much do those blocks weigh there?
Well, then we would have, I guess, whatever divided 150 pounds divided by however many blocks we got here. I'm not sure, you know.
So what is the name for the thing you're using to cut the cheese?
This is just a wire. It's a cheese wire is what this is. And it's basically the most effective way to cut a big block of cheese.
How big was the wheel like that?
150 pounds.
150 pounds. It was big, round, this tall. Oh, looks so nice.
Want a piece?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, definitely.
Excuse us, excuse us. Thank you so much.
No problem.
You want a piece too? Thank you.
You're welcome.
You did a good job.
What is your role in the cheese festival, and how long have you been doing it?
I think this is probably my 10th year, at least anyhow. I'm just a volunteer. I host the cheese curling contest, which is a little unique. You just have seen that.
All right, Warren, this one counts.
Ready?
He may get the most improved award. All right.
This afternoon, I would be doing the cheese eating contest, where there's a junior and an adult division. The juniors get a half pound of cheddar cheese in 5 minutes to eat it, and if whoever eats it first within that 5 minutes wins. If none finish it, then the one who's eaten the most wins. Put your hands in your lap. When I say go, it means your 5 minutes will begin. And I will tell you as we go through it how much time is left. Are you ready? Yeah. Begin. You can use your hands. You can use your hands. The senior gets a pound of cheese in 5 minutes, and a gentleman from Tuscola who will be here. He is this will be his 10th consecutive year. He's won the last 9. He'll eat a pound of cheddar cheese in less than 2.5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God!
He's going to his second one.
You guys on track? Don't let it discourage you. Hurry, come on. Let's go.
Here, a minute and a half. Okay, yeah.
How special is it to be a part of this celebratory edition of this cheese festival?
Oh, it's a very family-oriented thing. We have, and Arthur being very unique, we have a very strong Amish influence because of the 5,000 Amish that surround us, and they participate and come into and have like the ice cream and help with the different kinds of events here, and it's just a very wholesome, very safe place to be, and we try to have something for every age group, and I think people just look for most of these small towns have festivals. You know, we don't have the business districts we used to have because of the Walmarts and those stores, so local businesses have really suffered. Having the festival brings people back. It's almost like a reunion for a lot of these people to come back again every year and to meet these people again and see them again and make new friends every year. It's a great attitude. It's a fun thing, and it makes the heart of these small communities. It's an MC host. You know, the rules are a little bit flexible. I do a lot of joking around. You know, I tell them it's an international rules of the curling contest, which is obviously not. So we kind of make them up as we go, and I do this every year, and I forget sometimes what the rules were the year before. So We just make them up. But a lot of these people look forward to this. We've got people here. This one gentleman comes from Detroit, Michigan every year to be in the curd spitting contest and the curling contest. And he is on a team that's won it now 2 years in a row. So it's a fun thing. People look forward to it. It's all in fun. No one gets upset. It's not a hot competition kind of thing. They keep it really light and fun.
For you personally, what do you get out of being a part of this?
Oh, the satisfaction. There's no money involved, of course. It's just fun watching people have fun. And I'm a little bit of a showboat anyhow, so I guess I just enjoy talking with people, joking with people. I spent 28 years as a school building principal, so I'm used to being with people and talking in front of people. But I just enjoy it. It's just fun. I can't fix anything. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not a carpenter, but I enjoy working with people and organizing and activities, whether it's coaching or running a curling contest. So it's just fun.
Thank you for tuning in to City Spotlight. You can check out past episodes, including the one you're watching right now, on YouTube. To check out recent episodes of Central and Southeastern Illinois towns featured on City Spotlight, search on YouTube, City Spotlight, with the show number and the name of the town. Listed on your screen are the last 5 episodes of City Spotlight. City Spotlight is supported by Consolidated Communications. CCI is honored to salute the cities and their leaders in the area, as well as providing TV, internet, and phone service to local homes and businesses. We live where we work and are proud to support the communities we serve. More information available at consolidated.com.